Hey guys, Tomboy601, and oh boy, there's been a big update today, and there was updates that we weren't expecting to this update. There are things that you need to know, so in today's video, we're going to go through a quick thing, everything you kind of need to know to get yourself oriented in this new update, because there's 4 new rental ships that are up and available. There are tons of new containers, some of them that you can get for free. We'll go over what you want to be doing to get stuff for free. So with all that said, let's dive on in. And first things first, we're going to have to go over the brand new line of pan-European destroyers. Now, I've done a couple of games. They start at tier 4 with Malvnet. And, you know, these ones so far I've played and stored was absolutely fine. It felt good. I was initially worried about the sort of the concealment on them, but with the build I was doing, which is a Jerzy Swirsky build, where I didn't really build into concealment. Here's my Jerzy Swirsky build. You can see I did not build into concealment at all, and we're sitting at like 6 kilometer concealment, which 6 kilometer concealment for a gunboat is absolutely fine. So far, the one thing I have to say, shout out to this line for its impressive use of camos. Like, look at splits. Split is it's I guess supposed to be an island with trees on it where the turrets are the trees. I don't know, man. I think like MVP for camos right here for this line. They're definitely great. Of course, we'll go over Split in a separate video, but Jerzy Swirsky's new trait definitely plays in well to Split and above. It is sort of that downside of not having unique builds for each boat, because this basically gives you a 30-second radar in Split, but that means you need to remember that Jerzy Swirsky is kind of dedicated to these. Don't take out Friesland with it. Don't do anything like that. So once again, highlighting the faults of this game, but the Pan-European line, definitely fun. Don't feel pressure to go out there and buy the crates, though they are going to do their best to do that to you. We'll go over that in a second. But don't feel pressure to go and buy the crates, because they will be free next update. Next thing I want to talk about is in these missions. If you go over to assignments, there's actually 2 assignments that should be in here. I already completed one of them, so my bad. Sorry. The first one, Nordic Griffin. This is going to be just basically do damage in pan-European ships. You're going to see a lot, or at least I've already seen a ton of Carl Johans out and about today, and it's because of this mission. It'll reward you a unique camo for Ostergotland at the end, as well as collection crates for the new collection. Of course, this is where the collection is, down here. These are always fun. They give you like sort of, hey, here's the history about these ships. They're always fun to read, so I 100% recommend doing them. And if you do all of them, you'll get the premium destroyer Origin, which, hey, a free destroyer is absolutely nice. And if you basically complete these out, you get accommodation, Pan-European Commander Crate, and Insignia. So that's all that. By the way, guys, if you're liking videos like this, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, consider joining as a member. Tonight, I will be cranking out videos for the rest of the week, and if you are at our early access tier or higher, you will be able to see all of my videos pretty much early for the week. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you like and subscribe, or you join into those memberships. Okay, the other mission that we need to talk about that's not there is going to be in a Zer Lane mission. The Zer Lane mission is actually pretty fantastic because it rewards the Zer Lane crates for free. And, you know, I'll absolutely take any sort of free crate. We'll go ahead and go over the drop rates here. They do have a guarantee system already built into them, so make sure you're taking advantage of that. But basically a 17% chance of 10 promotion orders, 10% chance of 30,000 global XP, 10% chance of 14 premium account days, 10% chance of, is that 20 million credits? 2 million credits, 10% chance of the 22 hot to handle camos, then a 10% chance of getting one of the many Zer Lane commanders. Now, as always, or I guess just disappointingly, Zer Lane Atago is not on this list. So sadly, not available through gambling. Then a 10% chance of getting one of the skins and the flag that have been sold, and a 6% chance of getting one of the dedicated ships that are out there for a Zer Lane. Then a 5% chance of an insignia, 5% chance of commendation, 3% chance of 25 promotion orders, 2% chance of 3 insignia, and 2% chance of 4 commendations. So I think you get 4 or 5 crates from doing this assignment. I can't show you anymore because I completed them all within my day of playing. But get out there, play them, use them, because getting stuff for free is always, always a nice thing. Then we need to get into the store because, oh boy, are there things to go over in the store. First off, we have our first look at what chained bundles will look like in this game. This is our first offering of a chained bundle. There will be another one in this update with the fall celebration, the Asian fall celebration. But right now, they kind of put this out as a way to get a Friesland for cheap. And, well, that's only if you just look at the final price. Basically, what this is, you have to purchase each one of these individually, and then you unlock the ability to get the next one. So 500 doubloons for 12 camos, terrible deal. Then 800 for 4 of the Pan-European destroyer crates, and I guess we should go ahead and look at the drop rate for those now. So 4 European camos. So basically, 12% chance of getting some sort of boosters, an 11% chance of 5 promotion orders, a 5% chance of getting the tier 4, a 2.5% chance of getting the stored, a 1% chance of insignia, a 0.02% chance of getting the Grom, a 0.01% chance of getting the split, and a 0.01% chance of getting Bliskovica. So not great, right? Not great. 800 doubloons. That brings up our total spend to 1,300 doubloons total. Then they want you to spend 3,000, so 4,300 total, all bought in, for 5 big DD Pan-European destroyer crates, and we'll go ahead and go over that. 20% chance of getting 12 European camos, a 10% chance of getting 25 boosters of some sort, a 10% chance of getting the tier 4, a 5% chance of getting the tier 5, a 2% chance of getting the tier 6, a 1% chance of getting the tier 7, and a 0.05% chance of getting Bliskovica. There is guarantee mechanics built into that. I'll go ahead and let you do that, but basically within the first 15, you'll get the tier 4. After that, the next 20, you'll get the tier 5, and so on and so forth. So basically they keep building up until I guess you could receive everything after purchasing 105 of them, which is ridiculous. But hey, this is where we are. So after you have now spent 4,300 doubloons, you get a free crate. Hoo-hoo. Then you spend another 6,000, so 10,300 in order to get another 10 of the big EU DD crates. And then finally, you'll get the opportunity to purchase Friesland for 9,500. So what, 19,900, which if we try to go buy 20,000 doubloons in the shop, you're looking at like $80. So is it really a discount on a Friesland when a normal tier 7 is 17,500? We're going to use our thinking brains here. Probably not. So that's the first thing I wanted to call out. Of course, you can, within the special tab, there are some other opportunities to purchase European DD crates. And I think, these ones that use the free currency, much more attractive, and maybe you should probably go for those. But I'm not going to tell you how to spend your in-game stuff. After that, we get to a Zer Lane. And this right here is probably the best deal I bought it. You can either buy it from your platform store, and if you buy it from your platform store for Xbox, when you like buy a bunch of stuff, when you put a lot of money into Xbox, or you use your Bing rewards, if you if you dedicate time to using Bing, you can then redeem Bing searches for money in game. It's a whole spiel. It's a whole shtick where they basically bribe people to use Bing. But for $15, you can get a Zer Lane Baltimore, which at this point I think is technically a worse Baltimore. It didn't get some of the buffs, or maybe it got some of those. If I recall correctly, it's slightly worse than regular Baltimore. It has some different changes, but I absolutely love the look of a Zer Lane a Zer Lane Baltimore. I think it looks just gorgeous. I love the blue and like lime green yellow. I think it's fantastic. And then Baltimore, fantastic commander. Mainly, I don't really use her as a commander for anything, and we'll probably go over a lot of the commanders at some point. We'll do like a tier list of a Zer Lane commanders because there are so many, and you can purchase all of them other than a Zer Lane Otago. But hey, things are things. Anyways, but her unique skill of rudder shift time is absolutely key if you want to be a kiting build. So I think for $15, this is a great purchase. You can see there are also bundles of picking up all of the other waves, or if you head over, you can pretty much pick up any commander for 5,000 doubloons. And there are some highlights in here. There are some lowlights in here. Well, like I said, we'll probably make a video covering which ones I would recommend, but we will go over that at another point. But the good news is it looks like all of them, other than Zer Lane Otago, can be acquired for 5,000 dubs. Then the ships, they have all of them on offer once again. I think the highlights really are still, like, even though Zer Lane Chapayev caught a nerf, it's still pretty good. New Jersey is still a fantastic ship. Yukaze is fun. Like, Zer Lane Cheshire, it's still really good, but now they gave the armor buff to the standard Cheshire, probably not as good. I would totally avoid a Zer Lane Montpellier, Aurora, and then these two I think are just clones of the normal ships. I have not purchased them. I'm on the fence with buying them just so that I have every ship in the game, but Tommy is a content creator for this game problem, not you, the regular consumer, should really care about these ships, especially if you already have their standard versions. Cool. Then they also have all the skins available for purchase. So, if you see anything you like, they are available. Great. Then we get to the ships tab, and this is where things have very much unexpected things occurred. So there are actually 4 ships available for rent. I purchased 2 of them and then it's a long story, but there are 4 ships. We'll go over all of them. First is Navarin. I've yet to bring it out because I don't know if you can see my silver supply. It's a bit low. I'm a bit poor. I'm kind of, begging on the side of the street right now after purchasing shill. But Navarin, tier 8 Russian battleship, secondary focused. If we look at its stats, I think its base was like a 7-kilometer base. We're at 8.4 kilometers without a commander on it. It's going to go further. And then 3 4-barreled 406 guns. So this is wonky. Earlier today, I had a couple of games of people playing them. It looks like it's a fun ship to play. As far as the armor goes, coated in 32 millimeters of armor. Super, super stout. If we remove all of this, big old Citadel, side armor, could go ow. I'm very interested in playing the ship. I just don't have the funds in order to currently purchase it. Schronberg is very interesting. So at first, when looking around it, I was like, okay, like going over its specs, it feels like just another German destroyer. It feels very much like the mainline German destroyer. I don't understand why it's very special. Then you come over here, and it turns out you can equip a main battery reload booster to it. So this one feels very much like a traditional for sale premium, where like, oh, it's it's the tech tree ship, but you get this one little change. It's one little tweak that you're going to pay for. And in this case, the main battery reload booster for the cost of smoke. So that's its shtick. That's its gimmick. I very much am going to try it out. I haven't been too impressed with it, if we're being honest, but I'm more than happy to try it out. The other two ships that are available are the ones that are, well, they're special. I've been enjoying both of them in different ways. The first one is the Druid. Now, if you paid attention or if you followed my other videos, we know that the Druid was announced for this game in the dev blog Q&A. And I know rightfully people are excited for it. We thought it was going to be a premium. It is not, or sorry, not a premium. We thought it was going to be a tier 10. We thought it was going to be a legendary. Sorry, not tier 10. Legendary ship. Because it's tier 10 on PC. It is not. It's a tier 8, which is interesting, but I understand having played it. Because while it's fun, it definitely has some limited uses to it. And they kind of definitely made this one just for the that recent Blue Archive commander, who is a gunboat commander for the Brits. So the shtick here is AP only, insane reload, no torpedoes. So yeah, it's definitely a time. Beyond that, it's very kind of standard German or British GD. So don't worry about anything else. Just understand full AP. Both of the guns are on the nose. So it's all about just nosing in and having fun. So that's Druid. The other surprise ship, which I've been having a ton of fun with, is Marceau. And Marceau is a lot of fun. 50 knots top speed when you have the engine boost going. Four 127mm guns, 3.6 second reload time, torpedoes that are kind of short range. I do want to build it out and put some more range into it, but overall, Marceau, four torpedo launchers, like, it is a fun boat to play, especially if you like the French GDs. And I'm usually not someone who likes the French GDs because of the long reload time. So this is a nice little hybrid of like really gunboaty because of the reload time on the guns, but still maintaining deadly French torpedoes. I don't play with Go All Out, but you could get to some fun concealment ranges if you used Go All Out, but that's not what I've built in. Concealment I have it on right now is like 5.2 kilometers, so pretty decent overall. So those are the ships that are for rent. They are quite fun. If you do end up renting the ships, you basically get a coupon for the cost of the rental on a discount of like ships of that type, which, you know, you don't get it back, but hey, it's you're kind of paying it forward. You're getting a discount on the ship in the future is one way you can look at it. I think, but overall, I've been having fun with these. And guys, that is everything initially that I want to go over with this update. I know it's a lot. We're at like what, 20 minutes of me talking. So kind of a packed update when I didn't expect this to be such a packed update. But we have this, we have a ton of games I want to show you guys. So if you like videos like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.